Well, good evening, YouTube. I'm William Brantley, reporting from South Jackson, Tennessee, or Bemis, Tennessee, ready to share with you today's climate summary and give you a forecast for the next few days momentarily. Boy, did we have a positive bonus day today. That's what I like calling it. It got over the 70s. That's right. Here in the city of Jackson, it got over into the lower 70s today. It wasn't quite supposed to be that warm, but I'll take it any time. Boy, but unfortunately, we're going to make up for it about this time next week. It's going to be back in the 30s for highs. Oh, gosh. Winter time is going to give us one more curveball, so to speak, before it sort of lets up for the rest of the season. Or at least that's what I'm hoping for anyways. But more details on that as I go along as well. Let me go ahead and give you climate data for this evening. As of 5 p.m., the skies were cloudy here in the South Jackson area, still is. The temperature at 5 p.m. was 65 degrees. That's right, 65 degrees. As of 6:56 p.m. Central Standard Time, the temperature is down to 60 degrees at the moment. Alright, low temperature this morning was 41 degrees. That one was pretty close on target. Today's high did get a little bit warmer than expected. I believe it was supposed to be around 64, 65 or so. Well, guess what? 73 degrees. Whew, that was real nice today. We'll get a few more of those before too long, maybe a couple of weeks or longer, maybe, and maybe even higher than that probably as we go on into the spring season. But of course, winter's not over technically, and it's fixing to show its face one more time, if I may say that, next week. But more about that next week. Maybe it'll moderate just a little bit between now and then. The expected highs, that is. Again, today's high was 73 degrees here in the Bemis area. I believe the airport in Jackson had 69 degrees. That's not really unusual. Be a little bit cooler than the city. That's kind of normal for that to happen. But here in the city, 73 degrees today was the high. Alright, that wasn't a record high though, but I'll take it anyways. No, we did get a few sprinkles here in the Bemis area during the 4 o'clock hour. Nothing was falling at 5 o'clock though. No rain. Well, a trace would be technical amount now at the moment so far today for since midnight anyways. The lowest humidity today was 44% at 1 p.m. The highest would be 89% at 4 a.m. The lowest dew point temperature was 37 degrees at 1 and 5 a.m., while the highest would be 49 degrees at 5 p.m. Lowest barometric pressure, 30.05, and that occurred at 3 through 5 p.m., while the highest would be 30.18 inches, and that happened at 12, 6, and 8 a.m. This morning. Today's highest wind gust wasn't a whole lot of wind today, 11 miles per hour out of the west, and that occurred sometime between 12:01 a.m. till about 5 p.m. this afternoon, sometime during those hours. Today's records for February 27th, 80 degrees. Boy, that would really be super warm right now, wouldn't it? That happened, though, in 1981, a few years ago. But I'll take 73 over any time, though, as far as that goes, which was today's high. The coldest high for today would be 33 degrees, and that was in 2002. Yes, we have had a few 30s for highs in this time, late in February. We're fixing to have some in early March, come next week, probably. Again, 33 in 2002 for today's coldest high. Warmest low would be 61 degrees, and that occurred in 1955, while the coldest low would be 14 degrees in 1963. We still have some mighty cold temperatures sometimes this late in the season and some of the years. Today's rainfall record would be 2.37 inches, and that fell in 1962, while the snowfall record would be 1 inch, and that fell in 1964 and 1978. Alrighty, that's basically the basic climate summary for the evening. Let me show you a few graphs and take it from there. The radar does have a little bit of echo showing on it, but it's 2 hours south mainly. Not any real close to Jackson at the moment. Let me see if I get the radar cameras where you can see it good. Most of it's down around, was around Corinth, Mississippi, but it's moved on into northern Alabama, north of the Florence, Alabama area, and in and around that area of Alabama, and it's moving east. Like that part of the country really needs any more rain after all the flash flooding that's been going on down in that area of Hardin County in West Tennessee over the past week. Hoping that the water has let up a little bit down there so that some of the people can get back into their homes down in that part of West Tennessee. Okay, there was one little tiny shower. It looked like it was over around Lexington earlier, a little north of Parsons, but according to this radar segment, it has disappeared. So I'm going to move on. There's a few little light showers on the radar down toward the Mississippi-Tennessee border, and it's all moving east. It's not going to affect Jackson. It's going to stay south of us for the evening. Our best chances for rain moves in later on tomorrow morning towards sunrise or so, and thereafter is our best chance, to give you a little hint on the forecast. Other than that, the radar is fairly clear for our immediate area. Probably is, if I branched it out one more branch, what phrase you want to call it, image. Hey, there's thunderstorms down there in Mississippi. Look at there. East of Greenville. Look at there, south of Tupelo. There's some thunderstorms down there, and they're moving east on into Alabama. But we don't have to worry about that around here, though. They're going to stay away from Jackson and most of West Tennessee anyways, or even Middle Tennessee for that matter. Alright, let's move on to the satellite picture. It shows some clouds, of course, in the area. It's going to be kind of very cloudy the rest of the evening. It'll be kind of fluctuating between partly cloudy to mostly cloudy for the rest of the evening on into tomorrow, actually. We'll probably have more clouds than breaks in the clouds, however. That's why I'm calling it very cloudy. Let me look at, there's one more area to our west to verify some of that. Yeah, it's still pretty cloudy all the way to Oklahoma even, and parts of Arkansas. But as you can see, there's several breaks in those clouds, so it's not going to be a continuous cloudy episode. There might be a few breaks here and there. That's why I'm going to go ahead and call it very cloudy, because it does allow it to go to almost clear before it goes back to cloudy again, which is the meaning of the word variable, changing a lot, going back and forth basically. Alright, let's look at tonight's forecast map. Let me see, I'm going to branch it out a little bit bigger now. Let me see if I can get it to where I can show it to you. Okay. See, it looks, well, it's going to let me do it now. No, I ain't going to worry about it. Tonight's forecast map features looks like this. Low pressure over western Arkansas and over western Texas. There you see where the precipitation projections are according to the National Weather Service. The low pressure up in Pennsylvania, and there you see the other where the highs and lows are, and where precipitation is expected across the country this evening. And I'm going to go straight on from here right on into the local forecast for Jackson, West Tennessee for this evening. Let me fix it so I can read it a little bit better for you. Alright, tell you what, let me turn around and read it to you, and I'll probably get through it a little quicker that way, and let you know it should be generally very cloudy the rest of tonight. I'm going to go ahead and call it that. No, the moon's already gone for the day, it looks like. And then move on to the tomorrow's weather, which is almost the same thing as today, the rest of tonight anyways. It's going to be generally mostly cloudy. There's a 50% chance of some showers moving in around 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, a little bit before sunrise, which is at about 6:26 a.m. by the way. And then the showers will end right around noon tomorrow and be just mostly cloudy the rest of tomorrow. Low near 40 degrees tomorrow morning. That in itself is not that bad. But look at tomorrow's high. 73 degrees today. Oh, Lord. 45 the high tomorrow. Oh, gosh. This 70-degree weather is spoiling us. But we'll get some more of them probably toward the latter half of March. On a steady basis, that is. But back to cool tomorrow, 45 for a high, with north winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Like I said, the sun rises at about 6:26 a.m. and be setting at 5:49 p.m. Tomorrow evening. We're getting close to the 6 p.m. hour. I like that. I'm sure you do too. The moon will be rising tomorrow morning at 2:32 a.m. and be setting tomorrow afternoon at 12:41 p.m. Cloudy skies will continue into Friday, March 1st. At least the rain has been removed from the forecast. So now there's a chance we might go on the first day of the month without any rain. Well, at most 20%. But I'm going to go ahead and leave it out of mind for right now. I may have to stick it back in there tomorrow night. But what about that then? Low Friday morning near 34 degrees, high about 50. And have north winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And here we go on the weekend. Why not? Mostly cloudy all day. Well, very little sunshine, if any. But by Saturday night, there's a 90% chance of some more rain moving in. Low near 37 and a high of 57. At least they'd be above freezing. And 60, almost 60 is not too bad for a high. Not near as gorgeous as 73 though, but oh well. North winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And on Sunday at this time, mostly cloudy with a 50% chance of more showers till Sunday night, then just mostly cloudy. And there are some hints with some forecasters, based upon some forecast models, of a possibility of maybe a little winter precipitation over the weekend, especially Saturday night into Sunday. Right now, I'm going to disagree with that. But and if it does, it would be very light and brief and not cause any damage or hazardous driving conditions, if it does at all. But I really don't see it happening at this time. Alright, low, I think I mentioned the low, 43 and a high of 47 on Sunday. It's going to be a little windy, north winds at 15, gusting to 25 miles per hour. And then by Monday, it's going to become fair. Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday of next week, it's going to be mostly clear but chilly each one of those days. Monday, low of 19, high of 31. That's what I mean by winter returning for 2 or 3 days. Low 17 Tuesday morning, high of 34. Low of 18 next Wednesday morning, high of 38. And then it finally starts warming up a little bit toward the latter half of next week. But more about those details by the time we get to next week, because again that could moderate just a little bit. Well, once again, tomorrow cooler than today, mostly cloudy with a 50% chance of few showers during the AM hours at least, and then mostly cloudy for the remainder of the day. Low of 40, high of only 45, with north winds at 10 to 20 miles per hour. I'm sure you enjoyed the day. I hope you got a chance to get out and enjoy it while you could. We have a few more 70s coming. It's just not anytime soon. At least not for the next 2 weeks, probably. But toward the latter half of March, probably when we'll get it. Alright, that's it for tonight. Thank you for watching and viewing and subscribing when you get a chance. Thank you for some of your kind comments that some of you leave, and I appreciate that, and I hope to talk to you again tomorrow night. And until then, God bless.